The University of Queensland is a top-ranked Australian institution with a critical mass of researchers in a broad spectrum of fields. United by a passion for high-quality applied and fundamental discovery, they work with some of the world's best research infrastructure, which is continually updated with the support of governments, industry and philanthropic groups in Australia and around the world. Whether the project adds to the fund of knowledge, has commercial potential, or will influence policy, practice or community attitudes, UQ researchers strive to make an impact on problems faced by business, government and communities. They collaborate across disciplines and institutions and engage closely with the end users of their outcomes. Breadth and depth of expertise enable the university to approach large, complex issues like water security, sustainable energy, and cancer from varied angles. Technology for the world's first vaccine for cervical cancer was discovered at UQ, where its co-inventor, immunologist Professor Ian Fraser, heads an institute that is seeking vaccines to treat cancers caused by infections.
We're particularly interested in why it is that some people respond differently to infections and to cancer than others. And we've been studying the different genetic makeups that people have to try and understand what predisposes you to disease. We've been particularly focused on the 20% of cancers that are caused by persisting infections, because these are ones where it's likely that our own genetic makeup will predict our risk of trouble.
For other scientists, the weaponry is genomics, and ownership of some of the world's most advanced equipment enables rapid expansion of knowledge of the genetic underpinnings of two of Australia's most fatal cancers, pancreatic and ovarian.
One of the things about cancer is that we know that it is a disease that develops through the accumulation of damage. Every cell has its own computer hard drive, its own nucleus, and our job here is to sequence that genome or get all the information that contains your entire genetic blueprint. So if we can identify the specific changes that occur in a tumour cell, we can start to understand what causes and drives cancer to develop. If we can correlate the changes that we see in cancers, we can have a chance to work out which cancers may be susceptible or resistant to drug therapies. And we would certainly see this being, we're pushing this technology to try to take the guesswork out of the likes of treating cancer.
As the global challenges of climate change escalate, so does the importance of UQ's sustainability research, relying on expertise in nanotechnology, engineering, molecular bioscience, mathematics, economics, ecology and ICT, to name a few. The Advanced Water Management Centre is pioneering the total recovery of energy, nutrients and water from wastewater.
What we're trying to do is actually take the waste out of wastewater and basically recycle and recover the three major contributors to the wastewater. These are the nutrients, which we basically want to recover back and put it to land where they come from. The other part is the organics. We're trying to get energy back from that. And then what's left is really the water, which we can recycle, because wastewater is really 99.9% pure water.
Another challenge associated with climate change is having the right information to help make informed and effective policy decisions. UQ researchers play a key role in a new national research network that will provide quality scientific information to ecosystem management.
TERN's the Terrestrial Ecosystem Research Network. It's a national project designed to bring together all the separate groups in Australia who are trying to monitor the condition of the environment and to help deliver, nationally consistent and accurate information products which everybody can use for ecosystem management. The key role of my group in that area is helping to deliver products or maps from satellite images for working out things like how much vegetation is there and how it's changing over time.
Dr. Sally Butler took Aboriginal art to the world with a touring exhibition of works by young artists from remote Lockhart River. It showed how research and curation can promote communication and understanding among diverse peoples.
The young artists are definitely helping the rest of the world to understand cultural difference and to understand how we talk across cultural difference and cultural barriers. Living two ways is a necessity for them, and their art is an expression of that.
Commercialization is one of the many paths to global impact for UQ research. The university has 3 successful technology transfer companies. The largest, UniQuest, benchmarks in the global top 10% of university equivalents. Its worldwide products include the cervical cancer vaccine and Professor Matt Sanders' P positive parenting program, communicated via TV, radio and print. The benefits reach far beyond the 1 in 5 children who have preventable behavioural and emotional problems.
When we look at all the research and we say, how do children benefit when their parents learn positive parenting skills, they benefit in lots of important ways. They're more cooperative, they're less aggressive, they're less demanding, they're easier to live with, they do better in school, they have better peer relationships and stronger self-esteem. When we ask the community what they're looking for in a parenting program, it's very important that the kind of advice that is provided to parents is well validated, in other words, well researched. There's no greater contribution that research from a social scientist can make to the community than to know that the parenting strategies that we're researching can reduce child abuse and neglect in the community.
Every brilliant scientific invention has its roots in fundamental research. Tenacious UQ researchers are pursuing problems that may not be answered within their lifetimes. Dr. Tamara Davis probes the unexplained acceleration of the expansion of the universe.
This kind of fundamental research is exciting precisely because we don't know where it's going to lead. But historically, it's the kind of stuff that has led to major advances in human technology and understanding of the world around us.
And humanities scholars, who help us to interpret the past and present and prepare for the future, make priceless contributions to the nation's intellectual life. The voice of the humanities on the Australian Prime Minister's Science, Engineering and Innovation Council is Professor Graham Turner.
The nation that's best equipped to deal with adversity and with change is the nation who understands and respects its own histories and those of its neighbours, a nation that understands its own institutions and heritage and culture, and a nation that's unafraid of critically evaluating its distribution of opportunity and power across the society. Now, for that you really do need humanities research. We need our historians, our philosophers, our theorists and our critics. Understanding what it is to be human is a big task, and sometimes you're doing it in order just to understand or provide knowledge, sometimes you're actually doing it to change your situation. And so that you're looking at multidisciplinary approaches that involve not just the humanities and the social sciences and the sciences, but the whole complex, and the humanities is fundamental to that.
Almost 4,000 trainees from all over the world are pursuing research higher degrees at UQ. They are the next generation of outstanding researchers, building on their mentors' work to push the frontiers of knowledge, target the world's great unsolved problems, and prepare for issues that are as yet unknown.